everybody, welcome back to my channel. Welcome back to another bathroom that does not belong to me. I am pre-filming a few videos over the next few days to cover the time while I'm in New York City, just in case I have to have a surgery and I can't wear makeup. So in today's video, I had the idea to chit-chat with you about some of the products that I noticed in my huge makeup collection video from a few days ago that I think I would like to see put into a Project Pan challenge in 2026 and use them up completely and get them out of my collection. I'm going to do this in like a get ready with me style. I'm not going to use anything that I can avoid using for my current Project Pan challenge, and I'm going to try to see what I think of all these products that should go into a 2026 challenge. Okay, let's get started. Here is me, no makeup. Let's get this going. This is one of the only foundations I own, and it's currently in a Project Pan, but there's one more foundation that I have bought. It's technically not a foundation. It is a sunscreen tinted mineral broad spectrum SPF 50 by the brand e.l.f. This will be the foundation that I want to pan in 2026, most likely. It's currently the only other liquid foundation that I have, other than the one I'm panning for 2025. I don't hate this. I do put it on with my fingers. I'm that millennial, I guess, that still puts foundation on with their fingers. My hands are clean, I just washed them. I don't hate this. It looks like it's way too light for me when I first put it on. It looks like it's way too light and way too yellow. But if I sit here and work with it, it will pretty much blend into my skin tone. I really want to find a tinted moisturizer that's got like the minimalist, barest amount of coverage. I go back and forth on whether I want it to have sunscreen or not. I really do want to get sunscreen out of my life completely, except for maybe days when I'm going to be out in the sun all day long. So if it had sunscreen in it, I guess that would be all right. Really want to be done with sunscreen, you guys. I do a lot of skincare. I know how important it is to protect your face, but I just don't like the feeling of my skin not being able to breathe. This e.l.f. product is not terrible. I do feel a little bit like I have a mask on, a little bit of a layer of something kind of heavy. My skin is really peeling right now. I went ham with my Retin-A by accident. Put on quite a bit too much the other night. So my skin is a little peeling. I don't really want to zoom in and show you, but around my chin I'm peeling a little bit. This will be the foundation that I want to pan in 2026. I don't necessarily want to pan this in 2026, but it is the only concealer I use, and I use it for once a month when this right here happens. Once a month I get a little spot, and it's usually right here in my jawline. Just one. And it takes it a full week or so to disappear. I don't necessarily want to pan this, but that was my only concealer. One thing I think I want to do in 2026 is I want to go through each category of makeup and look for the oldest product that I have and try to get that out of my collection. If I've had it for a very long time, it's probably because I love it. So I should want to use it up and not let it sit there and get just older and grosser. But when it comes to base products, I don't really have many that are old. I only have one bronzer, and I am going to use it today. It's part of my things I regret purchasing, but I'm going to use them up anyway. I'm not really a bronzer girl, but YouTube convinced me that bronzer would, make me look a little better, less pale, etc. And I just can't get on board with this. But I'm going to use it up mainly as to learn the lesson the hard way, that when you buy something, you get home, you try it out, you don't love it, you're going to just make plastic trash with it. It's already plastic trash. It's going to be in a landfill for millennia for the rest of time. The least I can do is use up the product that's inside of it. So we're going to use that up. But when this is gone, this is not in a Project Pan. Maybe in 2026 it will be. I've tried using it as eyeshadow. It does not last as eyeshadow. It just comes off. In 2026, I may end up deciding to Project Pan this, and this will be the last bronzer I think I'll ever own. As far as blush in 2026, I have 3 cream products. These two are probably less than a year old. This one is brand new. I bought this on a whim recently. I'm going to try this one this week while I'm in New York. I'm actually pre-filming this video for a trip to New York. So if I like it, this one would be the easiest one to pan because I think it's the smallest. But let's just assume that I don't like it and I want to pan something that's older. Of the two of these, I feel like this one is too bright orange for me. It's by the brand e.l.f. It's the color Copper Etiquette, but I do get compliments when I wear it. So let's assume that's not the one. Let's assume it's this one. It's ColourPop THX. If I had to guess, if that e.l.f. putty doesn't really work out for me in New York, if I had to guess what I would want to project pan in 2026, it would be this one, this ColourPop THX. I actually think I need a little bit more. Usually this is so pigmented. Ooh, way too much there. This is so pigmented, I usually wind up with way too much, way too much on my cheeks, which I don't hate. I like to say I'm Southern, we put on too much and then we take it back off. But I just really like the color. And sometimes when I love a product and I think the color is awesome, I don't want to use it. So if I had to pan something in 2026, this would be a good one to pan because I'm afraid I won't get the use out of it. Just in the whole mindset of it's perfect, I should save it for best occasions and I should pan things I don't like. I don't want to be a hate panner, but I feel like I kind of lean that way sometimes. Okay, I don't normally wear powder every day, but I'm feeling real shiny with this e.l.f. The SPF. It's 50% zinc or zinc 50. So I'm just going to powder a little bit to take away a little bit of that shine. And then I put a little bit of it in my eyelids to kind of set and make blending eyeshadow easier. This right here is a product, if I were to do a video on products I love and I repurchase and I completely finish, completely pan, I have panned a bunch of these in my life before I even realized there was a word for panning. When I tell you I have used all the way through a half a dozen at least of these in my lifetime. I love this product. It's CoverGirl, it's powder, it's cheap. I really only use it if I feel like I'm shiny from my sunscreen. But this e.l.f., if this is going to be something that I pan, then this CoverGirl is going to have to go with it because it's awful shiny. The next thing I would do would be brows. I am working on this Anastasia Beverly Hills Clear Brow Gel. It's not in a project pan, and the only reason it's not is because it is the only brow gel that I own right now, so I have to use it every day. There's really no point putting it in a project and calling it a project pan because it's the only one I have. I love this formula in the mini size, but somehow this one is not doing it for me in the full size. I suspect either the brush is just shaped differently or maybe it's so long I'm not doing a good job with the brush. I really don't know. But I feel like the mini size one just completely cements my brows right where I want them to be. And they feel like brows. They feel like hair all day. This one, for one thing, this one little flyaway hair here never really stays where I put him. And it's crunchy all day. I feel like my brows are crunchy and I don't like that. An eyeshadow palette to pan in 2026 is a really good question. And I talked more about this in my complete makeup collection video. I am traveling a lot, and if health and life circumstances allow, we want to continue to do that throughout 2026. Coming home to North Carolina every month or so to swap out stuff in our storage unit, visit family. While I'm home, I can be picking up items and swapping them out for my project pan. So it's going to be tough. On the one hand, it'll be easy to project pan because as I travel, I will only be taking the things I'm panning with me. Therefore, I won't be tempted by other things in my collection. But the problem is it's going to make it really hard not to want to go shopping because I get bored with what I'm project panning. So I really don't know what an eyeshadow challenge for 2026 looks like. I've tossed around a bunch of things. I really like the idea of the project. I think it's called Project Level Up, where you take an eyeshadow palette and you try to use every single color one time and then hit one pan, then you're done, you put it away, you get another eyeshadow palette, and this time you try to use every single shadow 2 times and you try to hit 2 pans. that one sounds like so much fun, and I'm really interested in doing that project. But the problem is I own 6 eyeshadow palettes. 2 of them really, like this one does not travel well. I'm very afraid with this magnetic closure, but not like a clamp, that bumping around in my bag. I travel with a backpack in an airplane. I'm just really afraid of this shattering. Number 1, wasting product, that would suck. And number 2, making a huge mess. Like this right here is an eyeshadow palette to stay on a bathroom vanity. I don't really feel like this is a good one to travel with. And I would say the same about my ColourPop Nude Mood. This is one of my favorite palettes, and I used it a ton when we lived in Washington, D.C. for 2 straight months. You can see I've got lots of dips, no pans, but lots of dips. But I just feel like this is a recipe for disaster. Driving, flying, throwing luggage here, dropping luggage there, bumping into things. Of my 6 eyeshadow palettes, neither one of these would be very good to do a project pan if I'm on the road. Of the 4 that are left, which is this Milani Champagne Problems, Warm Neutrals by NYX, Paradise Shock by NYX, and this CoverGirl, I think it's called Sunsets. Of these are all exactly what I want when I travel. They're small, they don't take up a lot of room, they're not heavy, they completely close. So even if they do shatter, you know, they'll be contained. I really like that in an eyeshadow palette. The biggest problem is, this one is one of my favorite palettes ever, but let's face it, it's kind of boring. It's just 16 shades of brown. I'm so bummed about this dip. I wish I could say that's progress. That isn't me. I think I must have jammed a fingernail in that at some point. This was boring, but I freaking love this palette, but it's boring. Do you really want to use nothing but this palette for up to like 2 months at a time? This palette I'm already getting burnt out on, Paradise Shock. While I love the colors, I am currently trying to pan this shade. This one would be probably my best bet because at least I have fun color options. I'm just going to be burnt out on it because it's all I've used for the entire month of October, and I intend to use it for the rest of 2025 unless I hit a pan, in which case, woohoo, I can move on to something else. This definitely would be the best case to travel with because at least I have options, and that's probably where I'm going to go. This is going to New York with me next week. I'm just super in the mood for purples right now. I'm kind of feeling purpley. So this is something I would want to project pan possibly. And this is the palette we're going to use today. And last, my Milani. Again, this has the same problem as NYX Warm Neutrals. It's perfect. It's perfect for traveling. I love the color. It's like holy grail status, but it's boring. Do you want to use nothing but this eyeshadow palette for 2 months? I don't think so. All right, well, anyway, let's get back to the get ready with me. We're going to use this purple palette today. It's a CoverGirl sponge. I'm just going to drop that. I don't think I've ever actually used this palette. I bought it when we were in Florida because I really wanted, I'm going to use that color first. I really wanted a, I don't like the brush I picked. I'm going to use this brush. I really wanted a palette with some purple in it for spooky season. And I bought it, and that was about the time I got the idea that I wanted to start my YouTube channel just for makeup. And I ended up picking the NYX Paradise Shock to do a project pan with. And I realized it's kind of ambitious to think I can finish and hit pan on an entire eyeshadow from start to finish in 3 months. So I've been using nothing but Paradise Shock for the last full month of doing my makeup. And I'm burnt out on it. I've said that before. I love the palette, it's fantastic, but I just want to do something a little bit different. So I'm really glad to have this. This is probably, would horrify a real makeup beauty guru, but I use my CoverGirl to like soften the edges when I do a transition color. I think I want to do, that one's like a rose gold. It's really pretty. Oh yeah. Do a rose gold on the whole lid. Ooh, that is really pretty. I don't know if you can actually see. Lighting in here is terrible. This is another bathroom that doesn't belong to me. Nice warm coppery bronze in the crease. Nice warm rose gold here on the lid. And then I want to put a little bit of purple. We'll use this brush. Unfortunately, both of these purples are kind of shimmery, but we're going to use them to just kind of darken up the corner here. And it won't be overwhelmingly purple, but at least it'll be like a little bit of a pop of purple. And then blend that back in with the transition shade. I don't know if you can tell on camera what it even looks like. It does not look as good on camera as I feel like it looks in the mirror, but I'm going to try to soften these edges just a little bit more. I could be completely delusional. In my head, this looks pretty. Normally, I do my eyeshadow before I put clear brow gel in. I just forgot today. Sorry about that. All right, this is coming to New York with me. I'm excited to play with that more. I'm excited to do more looks that are very purple. Okay, I don't want to open this product because I am project panning a mascara and I want it to last as long as possible. I am panning the Essence Lash Princess Holy Grail, best mascara ever, but it's in black and I'm trying to switch to brown. This will be the first thing I project pan in 2026. It was given to me for free at Sephora. It's one of their big by definition mascaras and it's just a sample size. So this will be the first mascara that I pan in 2024, but I don't want to open it today for this video. It may all be in my head. I'm going to add a second coat here in a second, but I feel like this is already starting to get lighter. When I first get one of these Essence Lash Princesses, one coat is enough of mascara, but it has seemed like the last couple times I've used it, I've had to do a double coat to get the amount of coverage and color that I want. So I feel like that's a sign we're making really good progress. I use this every single day. I have been trying to track my uses, but forget a lot of days to write it down. So when I do my project pan update, it's definitely going to be, the numbers are going to be off. Whoops. And that's another thing that happens when this mascara gets old, is it starts to clump. I've been using it for well over 6 months now, probably, I think I bought it in January, so I've been using it for like 10 months or so. I can tell the formula is starting to get old and starting to get dry, which I think is a good sign. I'm actually getting really close to finishing it up. So hopefully this is done by the end of 2025. I think that's a reasonable goal. This is another project I would like to see myself pan in 2026. It is the ColourPop Super Shock Shadow in Intra Glitter. I didn't know it would fall out. I also didn't know it was in a metal pan like that. I thought it was just down in this plastic thing. The glue just gave way. All right, this should definitely be a project pan item. I have had this, I believe I've had this longer than I've known Michael. That looks like a pan in the mirror. It is not a pan. I think I've had this longer than I've known Michael. I've had this since ColourPop was like first blowing up on YouTube because they were so cheap, so inexpensive. I really like it. I was hoping it would be like a one and done shadow, but it's really not. It's too light for me. I have to put another product with it. And I tend to be the person who wants my entire look to come out of one product or one palette. But this should definitely be a project pan item for 2026 because like I said, I've had it for probably 8 years, maybe even 10 years I've had this. It is time to put this on my eye. Hope I don't get an eye infection. Use it up, contribute to plastic trash, throw this whole thing away. Maybe there's somebody who recycles it. I'll have to see if Ulta can take these back, but I'm going to try to project pan this in 2026, I think. If you watched my entire makeup collection video, you will know that lip products are where I am completely unhinged. I have this whole thing currently right now, which is normally my travel makeup bag. It is completely full of lip products. So I'm going to pick out a few that I'd like to see myself pan in 2026. All right, here we go. This is 8 products. I'm going to walk you through each and every single one of them and why, and I'll pick one to put on my lips today. Most of these I want to project pan in 2026 because they are just old. We'll start out with the lip liner. I have like 5 or 6 lip liners and I don't know why I don't wear lip liners. I hope you can't hear the guy doing our grass in the backyard. I don't really wear lip liners and somehow I have quite a few. I have a Charlotte Tilbury that came in a kit with some lipsticks. I actually own 2 of this NYX in the shade Ever. I wanted to be the girl who puts lip liner on your whole entire lip and then lip gloss over it and just reapply the lip gloss all day. I tried to be that person. It didn't really work out for me. I don't know where the majority of these lip liners came from, but this one is one of the 2 Evers. It is the shorter one. I think I would like to try to pan this in 2026. There we go. Do not overdraw my lips. I just try to fill them in when I do use lip liner and just kind of fill in the whole lip so that if whatever I put on top of it wears off, at least I still have some color. My lips are just so freaking pale. I think I'm going to actually give this a second try, and I'm going to add it to the travel makeup bag that I packed in last week's video. I packed that for New York City. I packed it yesterday. It is here on the counter in front of me, and I'm going to add this into it and see if maybe I could learn to love this while we're in New York. This is another product that I'd like to pan in 2026. It's the e.l.f. Glow Reviver Lip Oil in Pink Quartz. I've had this a very long time, like super long time. It was part of my put this on top of a lip liner and call it a day, carry this around with me all day. I think I've worn it quite a bit, but you can hardly see. I really don't know how many times I've worn it because I've had it so long, but in my mind, I feel like I wore it quite a bit. I think I'm actually going to add this to my travel bag for New York City too, because I want to try one last time to see if I can become the lip liner and lip oil girl. But both of these things are going to go on my things I want to pan in 2026 wish list. The next thing on my wish list, I'm going to swatch it for you, is this tinted lip balm by the brand Honest Beauty in the shade Summer Melon. It's a really pretty color. It just takes a lot of work to get a color. Can you see? It really does not show up on my lips, and it's not super moisturizing. It actually feels kind of waxy and gross. I don't know where I got this. I don't know how long I've had this. I'm almost certain it might have been given to me by somebody, and it's probably pretty old. I feel like I've had it quite a long time. So this is something I would like to see used in 2026. I either want to fall in love with it. I did notice as I was rubbing it really hard on my arm there that it did start to soften up a little bit, and maybe I just need to warm it up on my skin before I try to put it on my lips. The color is gorgeous. Most people would love this. I feel like when I have used it in the past, it was just a little too light for my lips or for my liking, but this is a product I want to pan in 2026 for sure. A NYX Butter Gloss. I've talked about this in a couple videos recently. This is the shade Sugar High. I had 2 other NYX Butter Glosses that I loved. They were amazing colors, and this is a really pretty color too. But it's just a little too light for me. I liked the other ones. They were just a little warmer and a little darker. So there's nothing wrong with this product. It's just something that I wouldn't repurchase just because of how light it is. I should have swatched it in the store. I just looked at it in the tube and thought how pretty it was. It's not horrible, but I'd like to pan it, get it out of my collection, and only have colors that I have swatched on my lips and I know for sure that I love. I've talked about this in a few videos recently as well. I love the Maybelline Teddy Tint formula. It's so comfortable. It stays on your lips all day. And I bought this one because ChatGPT and the internet assured me that it was a nice warm red color. It's called July Forever number 35. It turned, there it looks pretty red, right? It kind of looks like red Solo Cup red. But on my lips, it becomes more of a hot pink, almost purple undertone that just doesn't really work with my pH. And unfortunately, it becomes way too cool toned for me. But the product is nice, it's comfortable, I spent money on it, it's already gonna be plastic trash, and this is one of those examples of the least I can do. I can try to find somebody who wants this and pass it along to them if they would use it, or I can just use it myself, use it up, and learn from my mistakes that you always gotta swatch things, not just on your hand, but on your lips when you're in a store before you buy, just to see what will happen to the color. I have 2 of these Charlotte Tilbury minis left. It came in a pack of 4 that Michael got for me. One of them was a color that was way too cool toned, and I decluttered it a long time ago, and I completely finished a Pillow Talk from start to finish. I have 2 left. I have Pillow Talk Medium, and I have this, which is Walk with No Shame. There's only that much left. This is a gorgeous color. I absolutely love it. And the only reason I wanted, see that's the shade I'm always looking for in a lipstick. A nice warm kind of a raisin pink brown color. The only reason I want to project pan this is because I love it a lot and I love everything about it. It's comfortable, it stays on all day, it's a perfect color. I'd like to use this up, and if I still feel as great about it as I feel right now, I'd like to just buy a full size. Instead of buying like a set of 4 minis, one of which I decluttered because it was too cool, one of which I finished but I didn't think it was flattering, and 2 of the 4 look great. I'd like to finish this. If I still feel so great, I'll just buy the full size. It's cheaper than buying 4 that you toss 2 of. And I think that's just a wonderful color. So this is called Walk of No Shame. I also want to finish up the other one that's called Pillow Talk Medium, which is just as old as this, but if I had to pick which one to start with, I would start with Walk of No Shame. 2 more. This is a NYX Lingerie XXL in the shade Candela Babe. Boy, have I had this a very, very long time. I don't know when I bought it. I thought I bought it in an Ulta haul on our daily vlog channel 3 or 4 years ago. I recently went back and watched that Ulta haul, and no, I was buying more lip lingeries because of how much I like this one. I don't know where those have gone. I've lost them over the years. I don't remember throwing them away, but I still have this one, the original Candela Babe. I don't even know if they still make this color because I have actually looked in Target and Ulta and I never see Candela Babe. But oh my goodness, I love that color. It's very, very similar to the Charlotte Tilbury. Now this one's just a little bit more of a like a wine color, and this is a little bit more brown. I love these NYX lingeries. They're so cheap. They go on creamy. They do dry down, but they don't dry crusty. And the color will stay all day. It is absolutely great. The only reason I want to project pan this, sadly, I kind of don't want to project pan it. If they don't make this color anymore, maybe I should go to NYX's website and look and see. If they don't make this color anymore, I'm going to be sad to project pan it because then I can't get it anymore. And that just kind of contributes to my makeup anxiety where I'm like, if I use it up, it's the last one. I can't get more. But man, this is a really good product. I love these NYX lingeries. I have a red one that I bought and I haven't worn yet that looks nice and red solo cup red like I like. I'm saving this because I want to wear it for like a scuba wear test or something extreme. I haven't actually tried it out yet, but these 2 are the NYX lip lingeries and they are amazing. I love the formula. They're cheap. That's definitely something I should project pan in 2026, just how old it is. The last thing is this L'Oreal 115 Infallible. It's called Snooze Your Alarm. I'm not sure what the actual lipstick is called. It looks like this. It is a liquid lipstick. I have had this before. If you watched my short where I shattered, that was on my vlog channel, I think. I shattered one of these in my purse. I had just bought a brand new leather purse in Mexico. I had this in a bright red color, and it's a magnetic closure lid, and my cell phone, which is magnetic also, pulled the whole thing apart and it dumped all in my brand new purse. It ruined my wallet. I had to buy a new wallet, ruined almost everything in my purse, and now the inside of my leather purse has bright red stains. But I'll never be able to get this off my arm. You'll probably see this in the next upcoming videos if you do watch our daily vlogs, because once this dries down, this stain will not budge. I love this formula. I think these are about $10 and they're worth every penny. I would like to pan this in 2026 because look here, a product I don't like, a product I like but I don't like the color, a product that doesn't look good on me. Love. I'd like to have one more love. I've got 3 here that I'm getting rid of because I don't like them, and I want to have 3 here to pan in 2026 because I love them. And this is the one I'm going to put on today. I am going to put it on right over the lip liner, even though I would advise putting it on bare lips. You don't need a lip liner under this. You don't need a lip liner with this. I don't think you can really see that because it's almost exactly the same color as that lip liner. Okay, I'm going to try to hold my lips apart for a second just to let it dry. It will come off in your teeth if you're not careful, so just check your teeth before you go out. It smells exactly like, it smells like sunscreen from like the 90s. I don't know how else to describe it. Sunscreen does not smell the same today. It smells like the sunscreen. Wasn't there a little girl who had like a dog was pulling her bathing suit bottom off, or am I confusing this with Morton Salt? There was like a sun bum or something, and the girl was burned. This is what that smells like. This is like a nostalgic, hardcore, early 90s, going to Myrtle Beach with my family, wanted to go play in the sun. Mom and Grandma wouldn't let me out of the house without sunscreen on, so they have to spray it all over me, and crying because I didn't like it and it felt gross. But those are actually really good memories. Those are really good memories of being a child. And the way sunscreen smelled 30 years ago was incredible. That's exactly what this smells like. It's a completely nostalgic smell. It smells amazing. And I can't remember that the red one that I had that exploded I don't remember it smelling like that. But this one smells amazing. Here's the color. Here's it on my lips. I want to pan this mainly because I haven't had this one long. I had the red one for quite some time, but I haven't had this one long. And like I said, I got 3 here that I either don't like, I love the formula, hate the color, don't like how they wear, and I have 1, 2, 3 that I love. So these would be the 6 lip products that I would want to pan in 2026. Okay, everybody, I just spent like 5 minutes with hot water and soap trying to get these off. You can see I've made wise choices for 2026, right? The 2 that I really hated are almost completely gone off my wrist. The lipsticks are still barely there. The lip stains. I told you this is a NYX Candela Babe, NYX the Bright Red, and the L'Oreal. They aren't going anywhere. I have scrubbed and scrubbed and scrubbed and soaked and saturated and soaked and scrubbed and scrubbed. They will probably be there for a couple of days. You'll see them in my daily vlog channel, I'm sure. Those are the products that I'm hoping I can put into some kind of a cool project and pan in 2026. If you're still watching, I'm sorry this video went on for so long, but I hope you enjoyed watching it, and I hope you're having really good luck with your project panning journey too.